Hello guys, we are back with our next set of video series. In this series, we are going to start the next subject called discrete mathematics, guys. Okay, so the first thing that I want to clear with respect to this discrete mathematics confusion is, so basically in our syllabus, like in GATE, we are directly having mathematics, guys. So inside mathematics only, they will be combining the discrete mathematics as well as the traditional mathematics. So, but when I am teaching it, I'll be teaching them in two different series, guys. So in this discrete mathematics series, I am going to cover only the discrete mathematics concepts, okay, like set theory, relation, functions, group theory, proposition, and first order logic and graph theory. Okay, and when it comes to mathematics, I think it will be the last subject. So basically, once our all core subjects are done, at that time we can expect about maths, guys. So in that you will be finding probability, calculus, and algebra. So these are the only three topics in it. Okay, three main chapters you can say. Okay, yes. Okay, so in combinedly, both of this discrete mathematics and not traditional mathematics, both of them will carry 15 marks, guys. So if you will be like confused, every time this confusion will be there, guys, because in from discrete mathematics and mathematics, anyone will not be giving a clarity. Like from this mathematics you will get this many questions, from this you will get this many questions. So that is the why we'll be having some confusion. So if you just sort them, so from discrete mathematics, only from these topics you can expect 7 to 9 marks, guys. Okay, and from those traditional topics like calculus, probability, and algebra, so to be clear, each and every topic you will get one question, guys. So even in 2021 set 1 also the same situation, one question. So I think these two are 2 marks and this is 1 mark. So in total 5 marks, around 4 to 5 marks will be coming, guys, every year. Okay, so in total the whole mathematics will occupy 10 to 15 marks. Okay, yes, so now you got an idea, right? Yes, so if you are searching for some kind of books, like which books to prefer, so basically for discrete mathematics you can prefer Kenneth Rosen, guys. Okay, Rosen book. Okay, yes, and similarly for graph theory, so basically in this discrete mathematics again we are having graph theory. So few students will be like, okay, so graph theory, we have covered it in data structures, we have already covered it in algorithms also. So the topics which are not covered there, so those type of terminologies and all those things will be covered in the discrete mathematics, guys. Okay, yes, you can refer these two books if you are searching for some kind of textbook. Okay, yes, anyway I'll be providing the PDFs of it, so don't worry. Okay, yes, so now you got an idea, right? So the exact idea, like how we are going to discuss everything. Okay, yes, so first of all, let us start the discussion in this lecture with the sets, guys. Okay, yes, I think sets is one of the most easiest topic, right? Yes, because from I think around from 7th or 8th class we have started learning this. I think even earlier also might be. Okay, yes. Okay, so basically what is a set, guys? So a set is nothing but a collection of a few things, guys. So like, so assume that I am trying to write a set of even numbers. So I can write any even number, right? So I can start from 2. I can skip a 4, I can directly write 8. I can write 16. And I will be saying this is the set of even numbers. So that is correct, right? Yes. So this is nothing but a set, guys. So set is nothing but a collection of similar type of items. So what is the similarity here? So each and every one of them is an even number, right? So the first thing that you should remember is, okay, so the first thing that you should remember is these items should have some property in similar, guys, because you entered or you kept them all in a single set, right? Yes. So basically set is represented with these flower brackets and inside them whatever you are writing, so those are individual elements, guys. Okay, yes. So now let us go through the definitions. Okay, yes. So set are the fundamental discrete structures. Okay, so few students will be like, okay, so till now we have discussed around 5 subjects and in each subject I told the subject's definition, right? But few will be like, okay, so for discrete mathematics there is no definition. So few of you will be like that, right? Yes. So basically what is discrete mathematics is nothing but it is a tool, guys. Okay, so if you recall, these are concepts you could have studied in various subjects, right? Yes. So discrete mathematics is not a particular thing. It is a tool using which you will be learning many things, guys. Got it? Yes. So there is no particular definition for it. So that is the reason why I didn't even think of writing it in the book. Okay? Yes. Okay. So sets are the fundamental discrete structures on which all discrete structures are built. Okay. So sets are used to group objects together. Okay. So we are going to use them to group them. Okay. So few properties are an unordered, well-defined collection of distinct elements or objects or members of the set of same type is called a set. So basically here, what is unordered, guys? So basically if this is a set, so the same set can be written in this way also. So I can clearly say that both of them are same, because in sets we will not care about the order. So you write in any order, the values should be same, that's it. Got it? Yes. And it is a well defined, so basically it should have some relation, right? Yes. And distinct objects. So remember one more thing, in examination you could expect this type of question, but that's really easy question. In some like we are having MSQs, right? So in that he can give one option, like he will give 8, 2, 2, 4 and 3. He will say this is a set and he will ask us to mark the true options. Remember one thing, so in sets there is no chance of duplication, guys. So they are always distinct objects. So here 2 is duplicated, so this is not a set. So in this way they could ask a question. Okay, because now the MSQs have been added, we can not expect which type of questions could be asked, guys, because they can ask anything, to be clear, right? Yes. Okay. And whenever we are writing a particular set, you will assign it to a variable, guys. So in this way, so A is equals to ABC. So you can, what is the property here? So these are the first 3 alphabets, right? Yes. So in that way, so those are alphabets. Okay. Yes. So this is a set. Similarly, this is another letter. So A dash, that is ACB. Okay. So that is also a set. A double dash, that is A, B, B, C, C, C. So basically if you observe here there is a chance of duplication, right? So B is a twice, C is a thrice. So this is not a set, guys. You can clearly say it, because in set those objects should be distinct. Got it? Yes. Similarly, A 3 dash is equal to X such that X belongs to natural numbers. Guys, I'll be showing you how you need to read these statements. So don't worry, that is that concept we'll be discussing, guys. It is called a set builder form, guys. Okay, in this lecture only we'll be discussing, so don't worry. Okay, so X such that X belongs to natural number. So they are saying indirectly here each and every value of X is a natural number. So that is a set, right? Yes. Similarly, AIV, that is A4 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Okay, so that is also a set. When it comes to A5, a car, river, Ishwar. So basically here there is any relation, guys, in between these elements? No, right? So as there is no relation, it is not a set, guys. Got it? Yes. So now you're understanding, right? So how you can decide whether a particular given set is a set or not. Okay? Yes. Okay. Okay. So there is a small terminologies here, guys. So the first terminology is belongs to, guys. So basically whenever you are writing A is equals to ABC. So we are indirectly saying A, B and C belongs to the set A, right? Yes. So basically how you can write it is, so A belongs to means E, in this way you will be writing belongs to capital A. So what it is exactly saying belongs to means A is in a capital A, it is saying. So is it true? Yes. Z belongs to capital A. Is Z in A, guys? No, this is false. Similarly, Z does not belongs to means just to give it a slash. Does not belongs to A. Is Z in it? No. Hence this is correct. Similarly, A does not belongs to capital A. So A belongs to capital A, but it is saying does not belong. So it is false. So in this way you can expect some kind of questions, guys. Okay. Yes. So basically A belongs. This symbol denotes belongs to. This symbol denotes does not belong to. Got it? Yes. So now you got an idea, right? Yes. Okay. And the next terminology is cardinality, guys. So basically cardinality is really an easy thing. That is nothing but the count of elements, guys. How you will represent it is, so if your set name is A, write 2 slashes first and last, guys, like mod. How we will be writing mod for numbers. Okay. Yes. So it is the number of elements present in the set denoted by mod of that particular set name. Got it? 0, 2, 4, 6, that is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 elements. Got it? Yes. Okay. So now few students will be like, okay, so now we got an idea like how we can write a set. So, but are there any kind of representations for them? Yes, there are 2 different representations, guys. So the first method is a tabular or roster representation, and the second method is a set builder or rule based representation, guys. Okay, so now let us go through their definitions and let us take some examples. Okay, so what is exactly tabular or roster representation? So it is nothing but the traditional way how we write, guys. So we will be representing with respect to commas, right? So what are vowels? A, E, I, O, U. So how we wrote A, E, I, O, U with commas. So this is nothing but the traditional method is nothing but the tabular or roster method. So here a set is defined by the actual list of its members. So basically here did I say any logic? Did I say those are vowels or anything? No, I just wrote my answer. That's it, right? Yes. So that is nothing but the tabular or roster representation. So all elements are written one after the other in brackets with commas, okay, with separating commas, right? Yes. So when it comes to set builder or a rule based representation, so this is the second type, guys. Okay, so here what we do is we try to find a relation between them, guys. Okay, so that relation is nothing but it should be common for all of them. So if you observe here carefully, so a equal to x, this is nothing but such that, guys, that slash indicates such that. Okay, I have written it here. So x is nothing but the element in the set, and criteria is nothing but the condition. I told some property or some kind of similarity should be there, right? So that is nothing but criteria. Okay, so x such that x is an odd positive number less than 10. So basically how many positive numbers are less than 10, guys, and they are odd? So there are only 3, 5, 7 and 9, right? Yes. So indirectly, without writing these numbers, we are able to write it in terms of sentence, right? So it is English, right? Directly, x is an odd positive number less than 10, right? Yes. So this type of representation is nothing but a rule based or set builder. Got it? Yes. So here we specify the property which the elements of the set must satisfy. So yes, name of the set equal to x such that criteria. So here x is nothing but element in the set, criteria is nothing but the condition, and this symbol is nothing but such that. Got it? Yes. Similarly, we have written few more things. So b is equals to x such that x belongs to English alphabets. So basically, how many English alphabets are there, guys, from A to Z? And they told and. So basically, what is and means both of them should satisfy, right? Yes. If you recall and. So when both of them are true, you will get true. In any other case, you will get false, right? Yes. Okay. And x is an vowel. So basically in A to Z, what are vowels, guys? A, E, I, O, U. So you can write in that way also. Similarly, x such that x belongs to Z. Okay. So the Z is nothing but integers, guys. Guys, I'll be taking a dedicated lecture about these numbers, guys, because many places you will see this representation. So here Z is nothing but integers. Here N is nothing but natural number. So you should have clarity on these things. Okay. Yes. So Z is nothing but integer, right? So integer, where it will start? It will start from minus infinity to minus 1, 0, 1 and so on up to infinity, right? Yes. And they are saying x percentage to equal to 0. So they are just saying remainder to, that is nothing but even numbers. So it will be in this way, right? Yes. So in the same way you can represent using set builder, guys. So remember one more thing. So if there is a particular set, okay, so if you are saying that is a normal or a good set, like if it is represented in a good way, always it will have the set builder form representation, guys, because all of them will have some property, right? So based on the property you can write the sentence, and this set can be built by anyone, right? Yes. Okay, so now I hope everyone got a clear idea, right, about this concept of the sets, and we discussed like what are the representations and all those things. Okay. Yes. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea on this. So in the next lecture we'll be discussing about the numbers, guys, the number system, to be clear. Okay. Yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea. So in the next lecture, let us continue with the next concept. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.